Get us started, and here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the third overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
Always knew he'd be a gym rat, very cerebral player, a guy that beats you with his mind as well as his physical attributes. But the best part, poise under pressure. He knows how to bring a team back in the fourth quarter.
The Patriot offense set to go as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now this is brought in by Pryor. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Again, Ryan. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tommy Bohannon there to make the grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today.
And Always takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, and look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
It was Orlando Scandrick there up to make the tackle.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Cunningham to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Cunningham got a man open. It's the Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 6-0 our score after one. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian Okoye, 26 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And I want to give the big guys some credit because he deserves it. But where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
Huh?
They showed mistakes and stuff.
Are they?
Well, let me show you what I just got. What I got it for. I've been telling all my homeboys.
They selling them.
Yeah.
Find it to this guy.
All right.
Which warehouse you at?
Now, remember which one you go to, right?
I think they all get a discount, but I don't know if it's the same discount.
Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. And he knocks it through.
Here. So they selling. They selling.
Just a 4-play drive that time, and a long run there in the
They
end.
selling them frozen.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. They don't freeze the meat. That's what I'm saying. They don't freeze it.
So you can just go there and be like,
You know what both campers have?
yeah. Which one?
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away.
Oh. And you just go there and be like, I want to order a steak not
This
cooked.
is fielded a couple yards deep.
Yeah.
Good price?
This is what I just got. This is what I just got.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have... Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Here's Ryan. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Check. Lucky. 11.
On 2nd down now. It's Allen. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Ryan to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now, that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A.J. Derby, 36 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Woody boy, nobody ain't scared of you, boy. What you talking about?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Man,
so here's the home side to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. Herman Moore is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Cunningham looking to throw. They set up the screen to Jim Brown.
Jim Brown.
Pickup, they get 8, but it's 3rd down.
Jim Brown on the team too.
Here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Cunningham. Man open, Rice. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. He will find Winslow. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Cunningham. That pass complete to Jim Brown. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jim Brown, 42 yards. And his guys have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown
What
there.
are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Stenerud now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. 5 plays there on that drive. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. It's player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And I don't know what more they need to see of him than what we're going to see in this player montage. He's been great. Why aren't they winning this game, I guess, is the question.
It is a good question, isn't it? Remember the time we spent with them in practice beforehand and had that little twinkle in his eye where he thought, hey, we can get some bombs in this game. We can get deep, and that's exactly what's going on. But I don't think he thought if they could do that they'd be on the losing end.
They might need more of this air raid attack. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. He gets it to Sims, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Buck Allen. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Cunningham. And he'll get this one complete to Winslow. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt, that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Now again, right side, Allen. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And quickly, they get to the line. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fighting through. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Right back to Brown. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Ray Guy now, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you're talking about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back.
And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
And an alley to run.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on.